It's a new watchmaking tool day. This is a bench watch back opener. Let's unbox. Is that just cardboard dust? I hope so. There's a box of stuff. Here it is. Grab it by the frame. Okay, first impressions. It's kind of dirty. In fact, it's really dirty. What the heck is on here? Right now, there's goo all over that. Someone beat the crap out of this and then sold it on Amazon. So here's what's going on. Whoa, damn! I'm gonna have to see if I can get a replacement for this because this is just a absolute freaking mess. Mike, find your happy place. This is future Mike, and sometimes you just need to step away. So let's take a beat. Relax. Look up from your work and enjoy the moment. We're gonna do a reset, and it's going to be okay. My first attempt at an unboxing was for the birds. Hopefully this time it will go better. That's a much better start. At least this one looks like it's in factory packaging. Yeah. Well, that's a good start. So far, no little broken bits. Yeah, this one feels a world of difference. Okay, the little adjusters here at the bottom for the case holder. The two wheels are joined together, moving it in and out symmetrically to the center. Let's take a look at the accessories. Factory fresh. These are back openers, and it looks like they're serrated for Rolex type backs. Although I gotta say, on this first one, the serrations don't feel very deep. I wish I had a Rolex to test it out on. All these other ones feel like they're machined very well. The little ridges are deeper. I'm sure this is something that I could touch up with a fine file if I needed to. Here's our little adapter that fits into these specialized openers. So that's the Rolex type adapter kit. What's in here? This is the main opening bar, and it's to this piece that we will attach the little opener studs. And how does the machining on this piece feel? A little bit tight, but solid. Oh wait, dumbass. There's tighteners. Oh, Mike. That's better. Okay, so these are adjustable, and then they're lockable. Excellent, that makes good sense. I didn't know that these were lockable. This piece fits up in here and is keyed, and that locks in place. So here's the gist if you're not familiar with this type of case back opener. You put your watch down here, you lock it in, press down, and turn. Easy peasy. Let's see what else is in the box. Ooh, that feels solid. Much better. So here's what it comes with. These posts go in between the lugs, and they are double-sided. This is for 22mm lug sizes, 20, and so on down the line to the smallest ones here which are for 9mm and 11mm lug distances. These are basic posts that you can use as a clamp to tighten around the four sides of the watch. And then there's a selection of metal bits to go into keyed screw-on backs, small circle, medium circle, big crazy delta-shaped nibs, small rectangle, bigger rectangle, and these look like flathead screwdriver nibs. Actually, they are not symmetrical. They're scooped on one side and slanted on the other. And then this will ride in this base. That drops in there. So for instance, I found myself a victim. This is my Thoresen lawsuit watch. When I service this watch, I'll tell you why I call it my lawsuit watch. Option one would be, okay, there we go. So that is one example of how you can clamp a watch in the holder. So I'm going to pick a nib that most closely fits the slot in the screw-off watch back. The tip of the nib is rectangular, so I'm assuming you could either use it widthwise or lengthwise. Actually, I thought maybe I'd have a choice to use the width or the length. These nibs are keyed to fit into this holder, so you don't really have a choice, but the good news is it makes the connection much more solid. There we go. So these things will not be rotating. I have to say, I feel like this is a much more precise method than the similar nibs on my JAXA style tool. Much less wobbly. All right, that goes in. We screw the holder in place, and this is also keyed so it doesn't turn. And this turns smoothly on a center axis. So now I bring down the spring-loaded plunger, open it a little bit proud, and then close it into those grooves. Downward pressure. And, well, it started turning. The nib hit into the little plastic bumper there, but that's okay because I can now come over here, drop it in, tighten it up, and there we go. I need to adjust my methods here on clearing these little bumpers. So that's one approach. So let's tighten this. Let's put this back on now. You can use the tool to tighten. Now let's try it with the accessories that go between the lugs. 17? Nope. So I'm guessing this watch is about a 16mm. Get our pair of 13 and 15 adapters, and I'm going to turn it with the 15 side facing forward. Method 2. Let's loosen that up a little bit. The weight of the case is distributed on both sides. Have a nice firm grip, and it's the same drill. I'll open it up just a little bit, tighten it down a little bit with firm, not too hard, but consistent downward pressure. Ooh, mission control. Let's do a second pass. Ha! Okay, well, so I'm going to leave some of my mistakes in here, but it definitely got it to the point where I can now easily remove the back just using the rubber ball. And there you go. I hope that gives you a rough idea of how a machine like this works to loosen screw-on backs. I have another video where I talk about other ways to open watch backs, specifically for stubborn ones using crazy glue and a nut and a big wrench. And I'll put a link to that video. But for right now, first impressions I like this. I paid less than $100 for this tool. Now that I got one that actually seems factory fresh, it seems pretty well made. The accessories feel good. Well, of course, I need to get to know this tool better because you can see the error of my ways. One of the things I'll need to get used to is, since this screw is threaded through this little holder, when you turn it clockwise on this side, it tightens, and when this is turned 180 degrees and you turn it clockwise, it loosens. The other thing that I just realized, my mistake, is I never tightened those nibs into place. I was going to comment that there seemed to be a little bit of wiggle, but now that I realize I never tightened these down, that's going to help with the tolerance. The base seems properly aligned with the center axis of the tool coming down, so when you're going like this, the center point down here will be the same as the center point here, because you want to be centered over the watch and over the watch back when you're turning this. So there you go, initial impressions, very positive. I'm looking forward to really giving this thing more of a test with some more stuck-on watch backs and just getting a feel for it. My goal is to be able to get better controlled torque and not to scratch watch backs or put dents in my palm from trying to hold on to a watch while I'm turning it with the JAXA style opener. It feels good, and for $100 or less, I'm really pleased to be able to add this tool to my arsenal of watchmaking and watch repair tools. Thanks so much for watching this quick unboxing. I'm Mike, the channel is Watch with Mike, and I look forward to our next time together.